Welcome aboard, guys. Good afternoon. Press and hold. Be attentive. Keep your hands on the wheel. Dink. Okay. Well, maybe today's not going to be a great day for driving, huh? Could be not. All right. FSD back on. So in the meantime, camera also shut off or stopped recording for some reason. Oh, right. FSD's on. All right. So, I need to go by the POA office to get my tag. I haven't got. I didn't get an updated for the previous plate, but now that I have a new plate on, I need to get an update for it. Well, I see why people come up on you so fast. Okay. I mean, we are only going 16 miles an hour in a supposedly 25
in 500
mile
feet,
per hour speed
turn right
zone.
onto American Drive.
Oh, come on. Fine, accelerator. Let's push it up just a little bit. All right. So anyway, I'm going by the POA office. Should only take a few minutes.
Now turn right onto American Drive.
I'm going over to the domain, and once again he's taking an interruption. I don't know. Was he cold?
Now turn right onto Boggy
He doesn't
Ford
feel
Road.
cold. He's just tired. I don't know. There's plenty of battery. So Cheeto was following me. He's going, I'll show you, I'll come next to you. Oh, he's turning left, but he made sure that I could see that he was desperately wanting to go by. I don't know. He could have went the other way. What's going on today? I don't know. Oh, what was that? 3 times it stopped recording already? Is it in a weird mood? That. Everybody and everything's in a weird mood, I guess. Okay. Where are we going to turn? Rockwood? Of course we're going to Rockwood. I don't know why you go down Rock Terrace. Just because it's closer. The heater on? I guess it's only 60 degrees here. Alright, so anyway, there you go. So I'm going by the Travis County Courthouse. I got a report for jury duty Monday, and they've apparently moved where they hold court at. Or maybe not, I don't know. I'm not really sure. Or maybe I just haven't been there in that particular part of the building. I'm not sure.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Rockwood Drive.
And of course, what they're saying is, oh, we don't pay for parking. Okay. Shows how much Austin is growing, right? The city's slowly but surely converting all parking spaces to paid parking. At least in the downtown area. Yeah, I'm not sure you should have turned quite that aggressively. Right? I mean, even Whole Foods says 2-hour limit.
Now turn right onto Outpost Trace.
And they have the thing where they're monitoring when you come into that spot, so they can pull the records. What did they tow you out? I don't know. But it is their property, so it's like, you know, you don't just park on their property and don't follow the rules. Okay, I don't know, we'll see. Alright, with all that said, let's go across national and then I'll switch to long format. And to me, this is one of those intersections that's a little sketchy. In part because of this hill right here. Oh, did he finally settle down? Maybe he finally settled down. Okay. Oh, yes. Alright, welcome back. Long format. Oh, what? We're only 3 minutes away from the POA? Actually, I think I need to have my insurance card. It's already 1:20. I don't have time to go downtown. Do I? I mean, by the time I get to the main, it'll be like 2:30 or something.
Turn right onto Thunderbird.
Okay, it won't be 2:30, but
now turn right onto Thunderbird.
It'll be after 2. Okay. Zoom, zoom. I don't know, it's like it just didn't want to wake up at first. But the camera's been inside, so not because it's cold. What is that, a vent hood? Yes, Tesla just sent me a survey on this Model 3. Said some stuff, and then, I mean, it's all pretty positive and glowing, right? Let's face it, I do like this car a lot.
In 500 feet,
and
turn
this
right onto
this is
Drive.
FSD. It's not the car, right? For some reason FSD just can't maintain an appropriate speed. He's way up there. Is that what you're looking at?
Now turn right onto Dawn Drive.
Veterans Park. Do we have soldiers out in the field? Well, obviously we do, but on a significant war? I don't think so. Yet you have yellow ribbons here. I don't know. Yeah, you could fade a little bit to the left.
Now your destination is on the right.
Rayo. Uh-oh. For some reason, this place looks closed. Okay, let's pull up here. So it looked like he was going to come to a stop. Probably put in park. Alright. Let's pull this up. Ding, 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 ding. Cancel that. 4 miles, 10 minutes, 278 watt hours per mile. Let's go. Oh, it says it's open. Okay, let me get back to you. Okay, well, this car is now officially in Lago Vista. Got my tag. I mean, pink garage, yes, do that. So, if you're in the Austin area and you want to go down to see the showroom, you would I park in the pink garage at the Domain, and so Tesla actually parks their cars in there too. Okay. Wow. All of a sudden, a bunch of cars coming. Okay. Object and path. But we're backing up. Who cares? So he doesn't like the curb being in front of the car. And he's gonna, what? Yeah, I don't know if I want to try running into the curb right here. Okay. So he backed up, but he backed up kind of shallow, which felt like he left the passenger front wheel lined up with the curb. But whatever, peace and harmony, it's all good. We're on our way. It's 1:30, so the school zone's not active, right? I'm just surprised to see all those people parking over here. It's kind of unusual. But okay, whatever.
In 500 feet, bear right to stay on Don Drive, then turn left onto Lomans Ford Road.
Alright, so if you follow Tesla, I mean, they had the fourth quarter
right
earnings report. Anyway, whatever. No matter how you feel about such thing, feel about the guy, it's about the company, right? All right, so those of you who've been following me for a while, you know that I traded in my old Model 3 for a new Model 3 and transferred FSD. And that's as soon as Elon admitted to, well, we think we might have a problem with hardware 3, we're trying to work through it. As soon as he said that, as soon as he admitted that they're thinking that, like, no, you already told me as much as I need to know. Now, you might accuse me of jumping when I haven't been told to jump yet, and you'd have a point. But anyway, that's what I did. So, if I heard it right, and I'll admit, when those guys are talking, because they're not even talking heads, they're just talking. I mean, I can't really make out everything they say, but there are people who are much better at listening to it and collecting the thoughts. So basically, hardware 3, yes, if you had the idea you wanted to do Robotaxi with a hardware 3 vehicle, that's pretty much dead. Now what they are saying is, for hardware 3, if you already have FSD, no, I'm saying that wrong. If you bought FSD on your car, they will do a hardware update. What that means exactly, I don't think any of us know. The basic presumption I have is there's a board. Somebody said it was behind the glove box. I thought it was behind here, but either way, they'll replace that board with hardware 4 computers. At least, I mean, do I know that for sure? Not exactly. And so they'll replace the computers, but won't replace the cameras. Because the basic theory I heard is they're not using the full resolution of the cameras in hardware 4. But we don't know yet exactly what that means. Now, the question you might have at the moment is, does that mean it's worth buying FSD for $8,000 right now? And the only fair answer I can give you is, we don't know. Other than Elon admitted on the earnings call that it's definitely a problem with hardware 3. But I think they tried to qualify it with, we need to make sure that we can solve the problem on hardware 4 before we move forward. Which sounds fair, yes.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Farm to Market.
So many people say it works now on hardware 4. And if you've been paying attention to what I've been saying, I can't say that it's fully ready. In fact, I think my last one, I was sounding pretty disappointed. But I am on 13.2.2.1, and those lead testers are on 13.2.5.1, if I understood it right. Right, so they sound very positive. And I'll admit that it's very close, but having it do, having what I have do unsupervised, I don't see it. Because all you need is one stupid mistake and the gig's up. You've wrecked your car. Okay? So anyway, there's that part. And I guess there was talk of, I didn't hear it myself, but I've already heard other people say it. I think there's talk about an FSD 14, and they think that will be unsupervised. Okay, cross my fingers, hope that's right. Alright? So, the other part, and I've been kind of curious about this myself, since I live in the basic Austin area. Yeah, I'm like 20 miles out of Austin, okay? Or 15, whatever. However you want to look at it. I don't live inside the city of Austin. In fact, I live so far out of the city of Austin that it's almost, really? Sorry, FSD needs to go around this pickup, but we're not going to go slower, faster than anybody else, so why go around? In the meantime, I got a pickup coming up behind me who is going to go faster. I don't know. But that's thing like, it's these little things like this where I'm saying it's not even possible. Yes, and he said, oh, I'm going to go around this pickup, come high, all right, water. The reason why he's going slow is going up a hill. Now he's going down the hill, he's speeding up. So why are we here? To force this pickup behind us to pass on the right? I don't know. Okay, what? Oh, he's going to take care of it? Did you finally realize we're going slower than everybody else? Come on. All right, so I'm talking on Cybercab. Anyway, so the thing is, so all my FSD videos, yes, I end up in Austin, or at least a lot of them I do, but it's only on the northeast side, or northwest side, sorry. Right, I would tend to think of 24 hours being more central north. I mean, to the people who are moving into Austin now, they would think of it as central Austin. But whatever, I mean, we're arguing about a minor thing. Okay, so anyway, what they said was they're bringing Robotaxi to Austin, Texas in June. And they're in discussions with the city of Austin on how that works. Right? I live in Lago Vista. I don't think they're going to talk to Lago Vista, and I don't think they have to. Lago Vista doesn't have those kind of rules. Right? But I don't know. I mean, I may have to have BIGRAY1 drive down into an Austin area and go on the network. I don't know how it's going to work. Why? Why do we have to go left? Why do we have to go left? That's stupid. So I got a Dodge Ram coming up behind me. In the meantime, I got a Mercedes to my right who is not really passing me, but he's kind of right there. In the meantime, sooner or later, these guys are going to take off. There goes the Jeep. So why are we here? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm a bit irritated because FSD, oh, I gotta be in left lane. Even if I'm the slowest vehicle on the road, I gotta be in left lane. Right? Why? When I first had FSD, this is the kind of behavior you had. I don't care, I can't be in the outside lane. Yeah, you can be in the outside lane. So you've purposely irritated this guy in the Dodge Ram. Or the Ram, I'm sorry. So there was no point to it. And I'd already put the car in the outside lane on purpose. So now I gotta wait for people who are going faster than me to pass me so I can move back to the outside lane. That's dumb. The good news is I have about 6 miles before I have to get over to the right. The bad news is the guy in the Ram behind me is going, "What are you doing? Come on." And you know what? That's fair. That's right. What are we doing, FSD? Okay. Anyway, going back. Oh yeah, this kind of stuff just irritates me. Sorry. Oh, what? Somebody's going to turn? Somebody's going to turn. That's brilliance in action. Yeah, you might want to brake. And now you're going to turn in your right turn signal, but you can't make it to the right. Brilliance in action. Alright, so anyway. So now we know that they're going to start up Robotaxi in Austin in June of this year. I guess they didn't say exactly how you would flag the Robotaxi, but the assumption has to be that you would open up your Tesla app and request it, unless there's going to be a separate app. I don't know. I think for initial start, it would be smart to put it into the Tesla app, but we don't know how that's going to work yet. Okay, so the assumption I think most of us have is they'll be working out of the city of Austin, which means I'd have to drive into the city of Austin, park, and call the taxi to try it out. Okay, whatever, wonderful. And so the Robotaxi, when it first starts up, will be strictly Tesla-owned vehicles. I think it's the right way to put it. So those of us looking forward to like with this car, looking forward to, even if it's just friends and family, you can't do that just yet. Okay. On the other hand, if they have 14 available, it seems like I could do unsupervised when that comes out. I don't know if they're going to do when they're. Who knows, right? All right. So anyway, there you go. There's that part. City of Austin. Tesla-owned vehicles, no private party like mine for the initial startup. And as Elon put it, is we're going to put a toe in the water and then put a couple more toes in and gradually a foot. So at the moment, it sounds like they're talking about 2026 before I could do Robotaxi stuff. And they basically said they plan to be in several different U.S. cities in 2025. I think at the moment it's not clear where San Francisco fits into that. Because before it was basically, yes, San Francisco, yes, they're going to be there. And since they didn't, I don't think they really mentioned it, that almost sounds like they're backing off of San Francisco. But then that may be more of a political thing, who knows? I mean, that's just a possibility given the way politics stuff is working right now. Whatever. Peace and harmony. I don't know. I mean, there are people who are busy trying to interpret the smoke signals as they were. I do know that based upon the fact that Tesla missed their quarterly delivery numbers, according to the Wall Street estimates, their suggestion was the stock price should not be quite so high. Right? I mean, let's call me a middle of the road guy, okay? I'm really here for the future, but it's hard for me to see the future. You kind of slap me with the face of reality before I believe that is the future. Okay, so Well, I'm not saying the future's not coming. I'm just saying it's hard for me to see it so clearly. So I don't know. I mean, I am driving in a 2024 Model 3 that has hardware 4. Based upon a hunch, upon a whisper that was done on an earnings call just a quarter ago, actually. Right? So what does that mean for my Model Y? I don't have FSD on my Model Y, so it's not going to meet their criteria. Yeah, that's not so great. Okay, whatever. So anyway, we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of pushing around, but anyway, that's what I hope. I hope that when they suggest 2026, that my car will be able to join the Robotaxi fleet. Okay. In the meantime, the guys at Now You Know, they have another channel called Disruptive Investing, and they did a little thing about what if you did join the Robotaxi fleet, what does that mean money-wise? And they came back with a operating surplus of about $100,000 a year if you put your car into the fleet almost all the time. Right? You take the car to work, you take the car home, and you did a few things on the weekend. The rest of the time, it just ran. But we don't know yet exactly what Tesla has in mind. Wow, what happened here? Okay, anyway. So we're following this truck, pulling up trailer. Is that the guy that passed me already? And we're following him? At 39 miles an hour in a 55 zone? But there's just enough traffic, you can't really do a whole lot. Oh, there he goes, finally. So, oh, let's go around.
In 1 mile.
What a great
right onto
idea.
North Lakeline Boulevard.
You're a mile out, but if you go, you can get this done and get by and go. Just go. Okay. So there's that part. So either you believe in Robotaxi and you're buying into it, or you think it's just a silly idea. I mean, there are those people who say, but Waymo is far better. Yeah, okay. Until you hear the part where, well, Waymo constantly has people logging into cars, making sure that they keep moving. So they're not completely autonomous. Okay? And they have very limited space that they work with. Right? What else? And the hardware's kind of limiting. Right? That hardware's expensive stuff. Anyway, whatever. The good news is if you're listening to me and you live in or close to the city of Austin, coming up sometime June, July, Tesla will start running their Robotaxis in Austin. How much further out from Austin they'll go, I can't tell you. I mean, to get to me, you'd have to drive through Cedar Park. And I think Cedar Park's one of those cities where they're not going to be like, well, Robotaxi has to follow these rules. Right? That's more of an Austin thing. But Austin is, what, the 10th biggest city in the United States right now? Or close to it. I forgot exactly where it was. So, Austin's a really big metropolis. And it seems like it really should be under the jurisdiction of somebody who covered the whole Metroplex. But anyway, whatever.
Now turn right onto North Lakeline Boulevard.
my assumption is City of Austin is the big barrier, so you got to work with them, and everybody else will say, okay, whatever goes there goes here, just because they don't think in those terms. Okay, so there you go. There's that part. Let me cross my fingers, but I'm definitely not holding my breath at the moment. Although I will say, based upon that, I probably need to find a way to, at least once a week, drive more into the city of Austin, just visiting various places. And no, I don't mean like Elon does, where he puts his finger on the map, picks a place, and then says drive to there. Right? What I want to know is, can I get to Whole Foods downtown? Can I get to City Hall? Can I get to the courthouse? Start with those things. And yes, if you live in the city of Austin, you have a garage you can park in. I'm pretty sure that you can drive out from it and get to any place in town. We're going to go back to the inside lane again? Why? Because we're going to pass that Kia. Are you really going to pass it? Or are you just pretending? In the meantime, I have another Ford coming up behind me, and we're just blocking the inside lane for no reason. Right, turn signal. Let's see if we can push him back out. Right, that's one of the commentaries about FSD is he doesn't really think that far ahead. He has to think far enough ahead to not crash, but like, surely he saw this expedition, whatever it is, coming up behind me. Okay, so I'll try to do more of that stuff. Here yet? Oh. Where? What? What's your problem? I am looking up. Oh, of course. Yeah, let's do this. So my friend believes in sending texts that are audio. Okay, I can't listen to the audio in my car for some reason, so they do me no good. Oh, okay. Here, take. All right. Change of plans. I'm not going to make it out to. Yeah, let's see that down there.
In 500 feet, turn
I'm not
left
going to make it down to
Peachdale
Maine.
Drive.
I'm going to go over to play Pickle Ball. Yay! So as my friend said, "Oh, you forgot?" Well, we never really set a time. And since
Now
we didn't
turn
set a
left
time,
onto Peachdale Drive.
I kind of treated it that way. Like, well, we didn't set anything. But whatever. Peace and harmony. I'll be there in 26 minutes. Fine. I should already have my stuff in the car, so it's okay. I guess that means tomorrow I have to make sure I'm down the main by 10.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Autumn Fire Drive.
On fire. Where am I going? You're wandering
Now
lost.
turn right onto Autumn Fire Drive.
Yeah, that's the way I feel at the moment. I feel like I'm wandering around lost. Okay, let's go. Let's go. That car was ready to go.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Sunchase Boulevard.
Okay. I looked briefly, but
Now turn left onto Sunchase Boulevard.
I think we're going someplace other. Okay, it looks like before we stop, we can go. Cypress Creek Road. Oh, I'm not far from. Oh, be quiet, you. I only glanced at my display. Oh, well, actually, more in a second, right? What is the speed limit here? 25? Really? You think speed limit here is 25? I wonder where you got 25 from.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Cypress Creek Road.
Okay. But then we're going to turn
Now turn
on
right onto
El
Cypress
Salido.
Creek Road.
Oh.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto El Salido Parkway.
Why don't I just go all the way down to Anderson Mill? Yeah, let me go down to Anderson Mill just for the sake of argument. Recording sent. Thank you so very much. Yeah, you're welcome. Were they fixing the roof on the high school? Oh, interesting. Alright.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Anderson Mill Road.
Sound like a good plan. Yeah, let's follow these cars in the outside lane because the inside lane has just one car. Good planning. Yes, you're right. I am irritated. Ah. That's fine. It's okay. See, if I'd made it out of the house early this morning, let's say I made the house at 9 o'clock, I would have gone down to
Now turn left onto Anderson Mill Road.
try to get the light rail. I guess Ridge Crest? What? Crest area, Crest View, something like that. I would have tried to try out the train, see if it could get me where I didn't want to go. I mean, it won't exactly get me downtown. Downtown on, is it First Street? I think it's First Street. Okay, whatever. I mean, that just means I have to go out tomorrow. Well, it won't be on the same schedule. But you know, the point is to at least get some clue what we're doing. Well, I think I'm supposed to be at the courthouse at 9. Ugh. Sure, we could. Oh, we're going to turn left? Where are we going to turn left into? Alright, so just to my left is a lane closed indicator or barrier. FSD had turned on his left turn signal. I'm going to left! Really? To where? Not that that's a place I really want to go, and I don't get why. I guess the trailer in front of me is going slower than FSD thinks he should. But why'd you come the slow way if you didn't want to go slow? Right? Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna go around his pickup because he's going slow. Of course, we could just turn right on Valente Road. What? 2769 keeps going east? Really? I thought it was just an end here. Okay, I don't know. So, if you're going past this guy, you could at least go faster? Okay, here. Human driver, foot on the accelerator. Let's get some speed going so we can get in front of this pickup. I don't know why FSD is not handling it, but it's not. Yes. Today's drive is brought to you by a very irritated Mr. Ray. XMT forever? Is that what that says? GMT forever.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto North Farm to Market Road 620 Road.
Yeehaw.
Now turn right onto North Farm to Market Road 620 Road.
Oh yeah, they're turning left so we can go. Oh, look at all those cars there. What's going on today? Opelika, Florida. Northwest 56th Court? Huh? What? Butter. Peace and Army. Yes. FSD navigation before coming out in 620. Why? So we can go 41 miles an hour in a 55 zone instead of doing 45 in a 45 zone. whatever. It's just the way they have the navigation weighted. I didn't think they'd still be working on traffic signals. Oh, and somebody was turning right up here. That's why we're going slow? Brilliance in action. Association, what? There was something else I wanted to talk about, and I've forgotten what it is. Something following along with the Robotaxi discussion. Or the quarterly earnings call. Rivian R1S. Oh my goodness gracious. Get around with one slow person, forget another slow person. Yeah, how do you really feel about 620, Ray? Yeah. County TAC office. Road work begins 2/6. Oh, it's late night, early morning. Take me another 13 minutes yet to get there. Okay, so I talked about Robotaxi coming to Austin. Talked about Hardware 3. Yeah, I'm pulling a big what? That truck's coming up fast, dude. But I guess we're desperate. Need to go around Suburban. Why? Tell you the truth, at the moment, I'm almost ready to take over and turn off FSD. Okay, I do know one thing. It's not a quarterly... I don't think it was on the quarterly call, but there's been some discussion with Tesla Insurance. And the idea that Tesla Insurance, if you run FSD, you'll get a discount. Well, my experience in signing up for Tesla Insurance when I bought this car was it's about twice as expensive as my current insurance. Now, to be fair to you guys, when I say my current insurance, I'm talking about Safeco. They were going to hike up the rate a fair amount, and so my insurance agent suggests I go to Progressive. So we're in the process of doing that, but still, that still put it on the par of about twice as expensive. Tesla insurance, that is. So I mean, I don't know. I know Tesla insurance doesn't like how often I brake, but when you have to do a brake on FSD off, that's just the nature of the game. That's not aggressive braking. That's, we got to turn it off. On the other hand, if Tesla could just figure out how to keep improving FSD, maybe we'll get there. And I think even the few reviews I've looked at, it doesn't sound all that good right now. It's just like when I was talking about this, like, yeah, it's this version is actually slightly worse than a previous version. So I don't know. And you've heard me today. I've been very frustrated with, I gotta be in the left lane. I mean, just now, a few minutes ago, we cut off a pickup pulling a trailer, and he was flying up. Now, we got right behind a car, so he should have been slowing down already. I mean, if he's operating a commercial business, that's what he would be doing. Safety, right? But whether or not that person is worried about safety doesn't matter. The question is, what are you doing? And if FSD is not being safe, I don't see how we're going to get there. Anyway, whatever. There was that proposal. I haven't heard anybody say, well, actually I heard somebody somewhere mention that their impression is Tesla insurance was cheaper. But that makes me wonder how big a risk he was. Right? So anyway. So if you're an FSD user, I mean, one of the questions is if subscribing to FSD, you get a Tesla insurance break such that you're paying for FSD, then it's worth it. But if you have hardware 3, it doesn't matter what you do. Well, no, it doesn't. Okay. Let's be fair, right? If your intent is to use FSD for yourself, then yes, you have a discussion point. My point for using Tesla insurance is, if I'm going to Robotaxi and I'm in the Robotaxi fleet, then I have a leg up on having Tesla cover while it's in the fleet, or while it's checked out to the fleet. I don't know, whatever, we'll see. I just don't know. But anyway, it's a curious thing, and I think everybody's going like, yeah, but what is the rate? What are you going to get? Okay, and that's why I caveat that with my experience is it costs like twice as much.
Onto North Quinlan Park Road.
So even if FSD usage brought it down by a third, that's still more expensive. I don't know. And with Tesla insurance, they automatically increase the rate on there, right? So there's that part of it. I mean, if you really want me for a client, you got to be more predictable. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. I know there's something else I wanted to say, and I've completely forgotten what it is. And once again, we're going into the inside lane. Although these people are slowing down, but they're turning. It's just... I don't know. I'm tired. I've already told you I was going to go to the main to see the new Model Y launch edition. I feel like that's the easiest way to refer to it. It's like the Model 3, right? And they just said the refresh or the new. Okay. Right? I don't know. However you guys want to call it, it doesn't matter to me. But there's no doubt that the current Model Y that's refreshed is the launch edition. That's clear. My friend was, oh yeah, FSD is going to come for free. Well, if you pay $12,000 for a vehicle, or $12,000 more for a vehicle, if they throw in FSD, it's not exactly free, is it? In fact, the way I think you should see it is that the features they've included in the launch edition, although they're a bargain if you take advantage of all the features. Well, actually, even if you take advantage of most of the features, it's a bargain. But if you weren't planning to buy FSD with your vehicle, and you cross FSD off the list, it's no longer a bargain. You're giving away money, right? I mean, at least that's the way I see it. Oh, okay. It's taking even longer. Are we going too fast? I think we're going way too fast here. I don't know what this guy is following me, but he's like right up on my bumper practically. Merge right. I'm going way too fast. Yeah, you might want to keep looking ahead, sir. He's driving an old Mazda or something like that. Okay. You know what I say? If you want to tailgate me, you told me you want me to slow down. Okay? And this guy obviously wants me to slow down. Oh, he's obviously not paying attention. He's pretty distracted. I really don't get, what do you tailgaters get out of that? Oh, I feel more power! Because you made me slow down? I don't know. I really don't get what you get out of tailgating. Other than a sense of you're trying to improve the situation for yourself. But when I slow down, how did that improve your situation? It doesn't make sense.
turn left onto Bellamar Trail.
Okay. Wonder what we'll pick up. I think it's HXR. So, yeah, that's a pretty old car. And so he had his phone up here. I don't know if that was the purpose of that was to take recordings, or if he's actually looking at text and stuff. Who knows? Autopilot will not brake because your foot's on the accelerator.
In 500 feet, turn right.
Well, if only you were paying attention, Mr. FSD. All right. All right, here we are, Bellamar. How about if we go to the right as we're supposed to, as opposed to going the wrong way on the left? Oh, trips. 14 miles, 20. Oh, that doesn't mean anything, does it? Okay, but so far we've driven 31 miles. All right, welcome aboard, guys. First I'm going to stop at Walmart. I need some groceries, and then we'll go home. Ding, ding. There's the mailman. And look at that. We're going to turn left today. It's so weird. Sometimes he turns left, sometimes he turns right.
Left onto Old Course Drive.
I mean, going right, you have to turn around someplace and come back out. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. You're going to force the window open? I mean the gate? Okay. Start with the wrong camera. Ding, ding, ding. All right. Fine, whatever. Hopefully I have enough battery to make it up to Walmart.
In 500 feet, turn left onto University Club Drive.
Alright, so yes, we had a great time playing pickleball. Now I'm exhausted. I can barely stand anymore. But that's part of the point, right? You get out and get some exercise.
Now turn left onto University Club Drive.
And slowly but surely, yes, I'm getting to the point where, I mean, if you hit a ball down around my knees and I get a chance to swing at it, I don't even see what the swing or the connection is. I just know about where to hit it.
In 500 feet, turn right onto North Quinlan.
So that part's coming together. Awesome. All right, let's take an interruption here.
Yep.
All right, time for long format. Green arrow, so it's all mine. Okay, and yes, I have my microphone on. We'll see how that works out. I did notice on one of the videos it had the road noise was back in there. All right, that's point of the microphone is to help reduce the road noise. So we'll go from there. Let's see, how far do you think you have to go? 17 miles? Really? That's too far. Yeah. Okay. I'm still... There was one other thing that came up on the earnings call.
Turn right onto Ranch Road 620 North.
And it was a relatively minor thing from a earnings perspective or from an announcement perspective. So sometime in the first half of this year, they'll be introducing some lower cost vehicle, right? And so nobody knows quite what to expect. I do know that, so the rumors go all the way from they're going to take the Cybercab and make it drivable. Okay, I find that hard to believe, but maybe they will. But then what would be the point of doing that? Unless the car is so much more cheaper to make. But they said that was a 2026 project anyway. That is a Cybercab. Okay. You know, my personal preference is, they said something like, if you took a Model 3 and turned it into a small hatchback, like a Volkswagen Golf or something like that, I think that would be really cool, right? Or even if you took a Model Y, same kind of thing, where you kind of cut it off and made it a hot hatchback. But you know, like Volkswagen doesn't sell that many Golfs in the United States.
Now turn right onto Ranch Road.
So it's not that popular a car. I mean, the people who love those cars, they love them. And to tell you the truth, as a second car, yes, I would love to have that. Now, that's my first car going across country, but second car, fine. Yeah, we're going back to the inside lane. Why? So now you're going to force this Ford or whatever it is behind me to come by on the outside lane, and that's what he's going to do. Why? Comanche Trail. Oh, we're going to go across town, aren't we? I'm sorry, it's a Hyundai. Right, but I don't get it. I mean, you're not going that fast, and yet you're desperate to get over. Okay, whatever. So if they did that, that'd be cool.
1,000 feet, turn
Now,
left onto Comanche Trail.
one of the things I heard in Mexico was they had cloth seats in Model 3s, maybe. So that might be interesting. I'm not really a fan of cloth seats, but you know, if that's what it takes to make the car cheaper and it works, I'm okay with it. I will tell you, the one strike against the black fake leather, or whatever you want to call this stuff, the stuff I have in my car, is in the summer, when the sun's on it, it gets hot. But you know what you do, right? You turn the air conditioning before you go out to the car. Ooh. All right, anyway, so that we are expecting that, and so that kind of leaves me in the position of, well, what's the better solution? So I have a friend who said something about she's interested in buying a car, but she doesn't want a Model Y. She wants a Model Y size, but she doesn't like the sloping back. She wants it more squared off, which is more just a personal taste thing, right? So if they came out with a Golf equivalent, so to speak, then maybe that would fit, but I don't know. On the other hand, there are those people who suggest maybe a Model X replacement, so to speak. Maybe just a Model X, just revamped somehow, but becoming a minivan type of vehicle. Or take a Cybertruck and make it a minivan or SUV. Actually, if you take Cybertruck and make it an SUV, you don't need the Model X anymore. I think. It depends how you see it, right? But anyway, so I would expect to continue to see speculation, but if you can't find it on the Tesla.com webpage, it's not real. Okay? Oh yes, we saw the Model Y launch car running around under wraps. Yes, we saw that. And there's other cars that have been seen driving around, but they're actually cyber cabs. And they were just changing the looks just so you wouldn't peer at them. But whatever. Now the cyber cab's been announced, so you know what it looks like, you just can't buy one. Although there's been talk about sooner or later they might allow us to buy a cyber cab. Right? Buying a cyber cab would be cool. If it's cheap enough. Come on, let's go. We're in a 35 zone. Why are you going slow? I don't know, maybe he sees the pedestrian. Who knows? But I've yelled at him so much earlier, maybe he's just, oh, I better go slow, he's going to yell at me again.
In 500
yep,
feet,
maybe so.
Right onto Oasis Bluff Drive.
Oasis Bluff. But we're practically 10 miles under the speed limit.
Bluff Drive.
I got a Model X behind me, he wants to go. There's a pickup behind him. Speed limit jumped to 40, really? Is that what that sign is right there? Yeah, so everything I remember from earlier was more about just I'm not happy with them. And the thing that's bothering me most, I am in standard mode, by the way, in case you have that question. The thing that's bothering me the most is
turn left onto Bullock Hollow.
He's redeveloped that tendency, like, I don't want to be in the inside lane.
Now turn left onto Bullock Hollow Road.
I mean, there's not reason to. But there it is. Oh, there's R1S. And a Model 3, yes. And a taco. And an old 150. Oh! Okay, so for those of you, I don't know, the ice comparison notes tend to be a hit and miss thing. Yes, I know you can't see. It's a good thing you wait. There's a taco. Being followed by a car. Great, just great. Oh, an Acura. Oh, did I want to talk about FSD? I don't know. So FSD licensing question, right? And the question always comes up, oh, well, has anybody talked to you about licensing? Yes, several people have talked, several companies have talked to Tesla. But right now, what Tesla's saying publicly is we don't really want to talk to you right now because we don't fully know what we're going to end up with. And if you really want to know what we're doing, buy a car and take it apart and see what's in it. And that's actually what Monroe does, right? Monroe takes cars apart, and if you buy their report, you get to see everything that's in it and what it costs. Okay, so the assumption is you would have to buy the computer board from Tesla, along with the software. Oh, and think about the control interfaces. Oh, would they have to do that? I don't know. All right, so you'd have to buy the computer board from Tesla, obviously. The video cameras are actually publicly available cameras, as I understand it. I don't remember if they're Samsung or something else. But so if they're Samsungs, you can buy Samsung cameras, right? And then you may have to come up with the a voltage regulation system, but like this Model 3 is basically a 12 volt low voltage system. Now, the battery itself, the low voltage battery, is actually 17 volts, as I understand it. But I mean, that's a relatively minor, simple thing to take care of, I think. I mean, anybody's going to that much trouble probably ought to look at going to 48 volt. All right, so there's the cameras, the looping the cameras up so that the input comes back to the computer, and then there's the steering and the foot controls. Oh, you don't actually have to do that. You just have to control what they control, right? Steering, accelerator, brake. If you're doing it right, you would also have the outputs to all the appropriate lights, like turn signal lights, brake lights.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Farm to Market.
So I mean,
2769.
that part of it sounds like it's pretty easy to figure out, right? If that's what you want to do, you should be able to figure it out. But I think what Tesla's really saying is they don't even know yet if hardware 4 is going to make the grade. What's that car coming? You think it's turning? He slowed down, yes. Although in the sunlight it was hard to see. Dodge Ranch, yes. Awesomeness, let's go. So anyway, it sounds like they're in preliminary discussions, and it sounds like the preliminary discussions will stay preliminary until FSD unsupervised is cracked, so to speak. That's the way I interpret it. All right, so then there's if you want to make fun of the analysts, and yes, it's pretty typical to make fun of the Wall Street analysts because they're so caught up in Tesla's a car company. Wait, what? They make a bunch of money out of energy? What? They make a bunch of money out of FSD, or they're getting closer and closer to that? What? They're hoping to make a boatload of money out of Optimus, the robot. Yeah. You know, that's part of it, is like it goes in one ear and out the other, and they don't even understand it. So anyway, I mean, at least they try to ask informed questions usually. But there's one guy who said, "So Elon, I understand you don't want to use LiDAR, although everybody else uses LiDAR. You're still sticking to that?" And so Elon just had fun with him. And one of his answers was, well, human beings, so I guess LiDAR depends on lasers. I thought it was light, but okay, whatever. So one of his answers was like, well, humans don't use lasers to see the road, do they? Unless you're Superman, and you're not Superman, so you don't do it. So that's what he's trying to say is, humans don't use all these crutches. And if you listen to what they said, they used to have a little radar just behind the front bumper. That used to be there. Used to be a thing with Teslas. And what they came back and said was, it makes noise, meaning interfering signals. And so it's hard to figure out what the truth is with all the noise going on. So they took out the radars. And they even came back with an updated radar they put in the Model S for a short time. I don't think they would do it anymore, but they did it for a short time. And they took that out. So if you're not listening, you don't get it, right? I don't know. But as always, the Tesla answer is, look, if you don't believe in this stuff, you shouldn't be investing in Tesla. And that sounds like a fair way to put it. Am I invested in Tesla? Yes, I'm what they call long in Tesla. Now, it's only a few shares. I mean, will it make me rich? No. Unless the whole prediction about Optimus pays off. I guess someday I'll have to figure out, it used to be when you got stock, you got a piece of paper saying you had that stock. Now you don't get any paper.
Feet, turn left onto Anderson Mill Road.
But anyway.
Now turn left onto Anderson Mill Road.
If Optimus does take off, I'll be rich, at least in paper terms. Whether or not that means anything long term, who knows? Oh yeah, going back to the Model Y. So the Model Y refresh, I guess in China they have a light blue option. So in the launch edition in the United States, they don't have any blue. Actually, I don't think they have black either. So I mean, whatever. It's just that blue looks awesome. Okay. At least in photographs, it looks awesome. Exactly what I would want. Kind of a powder blue. You're going to turn on Whitestone? Seriously. You're going... I'm not in a position to go right, am I? Okay, let's drag this out. Yep, that's what it says. And I would try to do this. Well, it's same difference in time. Oh, bummer risky, dude. Actually, this 6... No, it's 18. 18, 18. All three routes show 18 minutes, but the one that we're on is the fastest. I don't know how you figure that. So what does it mean when you say Elon X on your car? It's not Elon's X. So I understand that Elon has a Model S. See, I don't know that there's any way to... I mean, Cypress Creek will cut across and you could work up towards Walmart. But we're in the far left. We're not even in the middle. So we can't go right. Ugh. Well, that's the problem. The Copenhagen's trail kind of blocks everything out. Okay, whatever. Peace and Army. FSD's doing the driving, so just go with it. Well, I will ask you this, Mr. FSD. If I'm going to be turning right, what am I doing in the inside lane? I don't know. You're stupid. Oh, thanks. That helps. All right. Oh, so going back to another subject, I did buy a Bluetooth headset from Walmart. I mean, it was a cheap one, and it paired to the speaker in the back. So now Big Turkey can listen to the TV without worrying about whether or not what I'm doing with the entertainment system. As long as I don't lock out the back screen, she can have fun watching YouTube videos. I guess at some point I'll have to take a look at game controllers, because supposedly you can add game controllers as well. But at the moment she's just tickled pink. She can watch YouTube video. And yes, it gets under my skin. It's kids playing with dolls type of stuff. I mean, it's appropriate for her to some extent, just not something I enjoy. Okay, 1.2 miles out. What are you going to do, Tesla? It looks like his door's not fully closed. It's just not lined up on the bottom, maybe. Oh. You know, if you slow down a little bit, you can get behind this Touareg. But this pickup's getting the idea that you're going to try to cheat. From his perspective, anyway. Okay, well, we had 50 max. Set it up to 52. Okay, you happy? You win. Oh.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto West Whitestone Boulevard.
Oh, I guess I could have a banana. Okay. Miss Torg's not sure which way she's going to go.
Now turn right onto West Whitestone Boulevard.
This is going to be 440 when we get there. This is going to be way after 5, isn't it? By the time I make it home. Okay, this is a turn lane. We can go in the turn lane. You just have to figure out where you can fit in. Whoa. Okay, so the little Hyundai was at first was going like, oh, you don't get in front of me. And then they decided we had an angle, so they slowed down just a touch. But in the meantime, the Kia in front of us slowed down too. Yeah, close. Whatever. Peace and Army, it's all good. And we're 4 miles out? Yeah, we're 4 miles out, okay. We're 16 more, what? 16 minutes? 16 minutes to cover 4.4 miles? what is it, 4 minutes a mile? On a good day, or 4 minutes per mile. On a really good day, I used to be able to run for a brief time, 4-minute miles, right? I couldn't hold it. But seriously, you think it's going to take that long? It's going to show how much traffic there is we're going to fight with. Stay back 200 feet. Driver may not be a professional. May not have insurance. I mean, does that actually work? I mean, if you throw a rock out of the back of your bed, not that you'd throw it, but if a rock came out of the back of your truck, and that rock bounced, hit my windshield, and hit me and caused me to crash and die, do you think the police are going, oh, that's okay, it's not your fault? No, I don't think so. Pretty sure your insurance company would settle up as best as they could. Because if it goes to court, they're not going to win. But then we're talking about manslaughter charges on you. And if a rock comes out of the back of your truck, because of the way you're operating your truck, I'm sorry, I don't think you have a case. Oh, I will put it this way. If I'm on that case as a jury member, you want to kick me out as fast as you can. Yeah, seriously. Yes, I try to listen to the facts. You're right, but my first inclination is you're guilty of sin. And the fact that you didn't plead guilty when it's obvious that it's your fault, that really irritates me. Okay, whatever, peace and harmony. Let's hope we don't come down to that, huh? We got an oversized truck up here, or a truck signaling that there's an oversized load somewhere. I have no idea where the oversized load is. Is he following somebody? Why are they coming through Cedar Park at this time? Whoa. No, I haven't been to Target. Okay. $249.9, really? Yeah, that's not a good idea. To do. Why is the Texas flag at half staff? Oh, he must not be loaded. It's a Honda, okay. Whoa, yeah, see, he's braking. Try to take it seriously, he's braking. Oh, well, right now you can go left. Well, you could if only you had that inclination. Oh, wow. You're going to get hit. Or the next guy's going to get hit. Oh. Well, the Kia slowed down. Okay. He was smart. Okay. So the pickup that we didn't slow down for, but the Kia did, he actually wanted to get into our lane, or maybe one lane over. So he just waited there anyway. Whereas you just went ahead when the Kia let you in and gradually work your way over. Oh, okay, that's close. So the Cedar Park Superchargers have 7 open right now. Wow. I mean, usually I thought this was the time that they would be busy. Whatever. Oh my goodness. The trailer hitch on this pickup in front of me is packed with dirt. Why do you need a trailer hitch for? Of course, usually a truck like that would come with a trailer hitch. Right? Or is it an option? Maybe it's an option. An option you have to pay for? There's a Ford, come on. Yeah, okay, you're right. Whatever. Oh. Come on, Dudo. This may be the same amount of time, but I'm going to spend more time just sitting there looking at cars sitting in front of me. Not exactly something I like to do. So is it the La Quinta, maybe? The La Quinta apparently has J1772 plug. No, that means it's a Tesla. Is it? I don't know. Bring this over. Yep, it shows it's on La Quinta. I guess it's right over there, but I don't know. I thought there was some other business. I thought there was some business where it showed a plug. Come on, catch up. Two chargers. I'm not sure that necessarily means that they're Tesla chargers, but they're on Tesla's map. So the Rudy's down by 2222 and 620, they show up on the Tesla map, but they're not Tesla chargers. They're another brand charger, but they still show up on Tesla's map. And it doesn't really matter. I mean, they're free to plug into. I guess their assumption is you won't spend more than 2 hours there eating, right? That must be the way they're looking at it. So actually, it's pretty cool. It's there. Is that a Montero? It's a Mitsubishi. I'm pretty sure that's Mexican plate. Oh yes, this is always so much fun. Well, you know, the truth is, I need to go to Walmart. I need milk. I need bananas. I think I only have one apple left. I only have one yogurt left, so yes. Oh. I guess if they're lucky, maybe there's relatively few people there at this moment. I hope that's what it is. Yes, you can tell I'm tired. Yes. I usually get fairly quiet when I'm tired. Probably need to pack some kind of snack in my Pickle Ball bag. There's a car right next to me, right? No. There's no car next to me? Well, let's move over. So human driver left turn, yeah. Who was talking about? I think it was Chuck? Maybe during Tesla, I forget which one. Anyway, they're talking about how, or maybe it was AI driver. Anyway, they're talking about how parking hasn't been fully released yet, but it's kind of cool when it does the parking, and I'll agree with that. Why? Oh, where are we going? Well, we need to go to the right to turn left. Come on, FSD. Whoever it was who designed FSD going, oh, that's all right. You can think that the rest of us are stupid. Okay. That doesn't help. Yeah, it's a Montero Sport. Okay. I can't see where it says Mexico, but that definitely looks like a Mexican name. Oh, wait, I don't see the... Did they do away with the tags in the back window? It used to be, they had a decal in the back window. So even if you stole the plate, you could still tell by the tag in the back window what vehicle it belonged to. I guess it's also a validation. Yeah, you can steal the plate, but you can't steal the decal. I don't know. Well, it looks like they've built it up for moderate off-road. Interesting. The coil springs don't look like they're set up the same way. I mean, one looks like the coils are close, and the other one, the coils look more separated. It's kind of weird. But what do I know? Oh.
Now turn left.
Turn left. And you had your right turn signal on before. What was that about? Gas price $2.48.9. What? What happened?
Now turn right.
Seriously? It's almost like I yelled at him enough that he decided to change how he does things. Because before we would have turned on that other lane and came up through those storage containers. Now he's coming up to the stop sign and turn
Now your
right.
destination is on the left.
Okay. Are you going to go down to where the dot is, or are you just going to play around? Okay. Brake on, FSD off. Let's keep moving. Oh, let me guess. The Girl Scouts are here. They're on both sides. Oh. Socks with sandals. What was that about? I don't know. The guy in the Honda Fit looked like he barely stopped. Okay. Autopilot wheels back still on. Trips. 21 miles, 54 minutes, 194 watt-hours per mile. Okay, we're doing pretty good so far. All right. Navigation's laid in. Let me see if I can sync this microphone up. Okay, I guess it's not going to be that easy. Push the button, maybe it'll sync. Come on, you can do it. Alright, I guess it's not my lucky day. Alright, navigation set in. You are recording. Maybe I need to move this camera just a little. How's that? Alright. Start FSD supervised. Ding ding. What? We're going to go right? Where are we going this today? You changed your mind about which way to go. Oh, just great. I took too long messing around with the microphone. He thought about it. Whatever, peace and harmony. What I don't like about going this way is we end up next to that little hill over there, and you can't really see to your left very well. Let's see, the speed limit here is 15 miles per hour. Really? Oh, how interesting. Pay attention, Ray. Yeah. Are you going to come to a stop? Because you're not happy? Okay. Guess who's not happy to have the microphone in, or I had the microphone in my hand. Okay, well, that was also interesting. I don't know that we've come up that way. Well, actually we have, but it's a four-way stop. That SUV has to stop. Okay. Okay, that's correct.
Now turn right onto East Whitestone Boulevard.
Are you and navigation talking together today? Well, somebody has to have a light somewhere. Okay, so Ray the Meanie didn't stop to buy Girl Scout cookies. You're so bad. Well, whatever. So we're predicting a 6:11 arrival. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, $250 for a price a day. I think I'm about to talk myself out about the earnings call. There was one more thing. You know, we were talking earlier about the Wall Street analysts and the questions they ask. And the one in particular, like, that's just to insult Elon. That's all it was for. I mean, it was the throwaway question, right? The one about the LiDAR. I mean, I guess if he came back with, well, I have this study here done by so-and-so, and I was wondering if you've seen it, and it proves how LiDAR is the right way to go. Yeah. But the funny thing here is, let me go back on that one. So, Chinese companies are famous for being able to copy what you do. So the guys that are being more successful at emulating FSD are following the same setup, and that is vision only. So they're being successful following Tesla's lead. Nobody's being successful using LiDAR, unless you want to argue that Waymo is a full United States travelable taxi. What? Yes, you can't. It's geographically limited with high definition maps. Right? It must be a nightmare for their programmers. Because I think they have some kind of radar, they have LiDAR, a bunch of LiDARs, and they have vision, and they have USS, ultrasonic sensors. Right? You have all that input. And what Elon basically said was, how do you decide which one is the right input to take? Right? You have to take all that, merge it together, and figure out what's important and what's just junk. Well, if you go vision only, it becomes easy. And so there are some of you might say, well, with vision only, you can't really see. You know, I said it somewhere else, but let me say it here. When I took the ferry over from Long Island over to Connecticut, and we got off the ferry and it was raining, and it was kind of dusk, so you couldn't really see the road well. Now, I didn't have FSD on that car, but the display could show the lane markers. He was able to pick them up, and I couldn't. Okay? And I don't think LiDAR would have helped in any way in that case. So there you go. Now, when it comes to fog, I mean, fog becomes a whole different subject, doesn't it? But if LiDAR depends upon lasers, then that's not going to help you there either. Okay, whatever. I don't know. I don't know the full answer. I'm nowhere near that smart, but I will say this: if you see the Chinese companies copying somebody, that probably means that they know that they're the leaders. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. So there's another guy who did a video. He does finance videos for Tesla, or about Tesla, right? Not just about Tesla, but that tends to be the subject. Anyway, today he made a very different video, and what he basically said was, you know, you can see yourself if you have Tesla stock, you can see yourself in one of two camps. One is what was the quarterly numbers, because that's what matters, or somebody who sees the future and is focused on the future. Of course, there's always the third party, right? And that is, well, actually, there's four parties, I guess. So the third party is those people who don't want to hear about it, don't care, are not invested in Tesla or any other company for that matter. Okay? And then there's the guys who do what they call shorts. And a short is you're betting that the stock is going to go down, so you're going to buy at that low price and sell at the higher price. That's basically what you're doing, if I understand it right. Sounds like a convoluted way to make a living, but some people do. I mean, it sounds like a risk. But anyway, at this point, you know, let's step back. Let's think about what's important to each of these groups. But it all comes back down to, if your position is you don't believe in what FSD and Robotaxi will do and what Optimus will do, then maybe you shouldn't be investing in Tesla. That's a short bottom line answer. You know, if you're going to worry about how many hundreds of thousands up or down the profit is, you're not. I mean, let's face it. They're already making several $billion a year that they're just putting in the bank. Think about that. They're already making several billion a year. Profit, pure profit. Now, they're burying some of that profit into infrastructure, so to speak. They're building up compute power for FSD. But it's not just for FSD, it's also for Optimus. Right? So show me a American-based car company that does the same thing. And you're not going to be able to show me. I mean, you could argue that Rivian, because it's a startup, it has a similar mentality, but they don't have the deep pockets to do that. I mean, I think they're better off than some people, but there's only so much they can do. Right? I think you can make an argument that Ford is trying to figure out how to electrify. But that's electrify their cars, right? And that's a big enough challenge right then and there. And as far as I can see, my guess is Ford will be the one leading the charge to license more Tesla technology. They won't go crazy with it, but if anybody's going to do it, they're probably the ones. But I don't know. I'm not giving you, hopefully I'm not giving you financial advice. I hope not. This is just talking. If you hear something that catches your curiosity, you should follow up and check it out yourself. Right? But anyway, that's the way I see that part of it. Is I've invested for the longer term, which is not how you make money, right? You make money by investing short-term ups and downs. You know, like right now, my stock position is at a plus, which means I should sell. But then, it's the buying back in, it's going to be even more expensive. So I don't want to do that. And I would have to pay the taxes on that profit that I make, so what's the point? I don't really know what the future is. I mean, I have some confidence that Tesla's around for the long run. Yes. That Tesla will bring in FSD and Robotaxi? Yes. Almost certainly they will. Well, either they will or they'll go bust trying to make it happen. Okay? There's that part. Whatever. Peace and harmony. But it really comes down to either you believe in it or you don't. You care about the future, or you'd rather just assume, I don't know, what would you buy? I don't know. I don't like playing those games, so there's that part. Okay? Not doing it to make you mad, I'm just saying this is the way it looks from my perspective. And from listening to other people, like, okay, that makes sense, or no, that doesn't make sense at all. I mean, I get it. For those of you who have a political axe to grind in this discussion, but please don't discuss it with me. I don't want to get into the politics part. I see your point, okay? But I like to think that Tesla is really about technology as opposed to politics. Okay? That's the blinders I'd rather keep on. You could argue that my blinders are not the right blinders, but that's okay. Okay, peace and harmony. Gosh, I'm just talking too much about this junk. Well, it's not. But, I mean, the other part, I don't know. Whatever. So, I actually made a mistake, so to speak, of getting on Facebook yesterday. It's like, okay, let's go see what's happening. And by the way, I came across a message from one of my running buddies, and so I responded to it, and then she responded right back. In the meantime, I'm trying to figure out what am I looking at here. So it used to be that there was a page I went to, and this is all the stuff on my feed, so to speak. That's all it was. Or maybe there'd be occasional advertisement. But when I was on yesterday, I was like, what are all these things that are on my page? I mean, what is this? I mean, it's a bunch of advertisements. It's other people, for some reason, Facebook thinks I might be interested in. But it's like, well, I didn't ask for that stuff. And you're not allowing me to get to the stuff I am asking for. So tell me again, why do I want to be on Facebook? Yeah. And to tell you the truth, in some respects, I feel the same way about X. Like, why do I want to be here? What? You say that information that I care about might be presented here, but I don't know how to sift it to get to that important information. There's just so much garbage in it. Or so much junk that I don't care about. So I'm not sure what point you're trying to make. Yeah, let's break for that one. Kicks is trying to get some kicks. He's not a safe driver, is he? And he was in front of me. He's braking for a green light? Yep. Yeah, today's gas price is $2.50. Not that I have anything in mind to do. Oh, I want to say 2%. Oh, did I ever finish that? I don't remember if I finished that. Oh, I was about to talk about it. Maybe I didn't finish it. So if I didn't finish it, here it is. So, I was saying something about the ICE comparison notes, and they seem to be, if they appeal to you, all of a sudden there's a bunch of people looking at it. If it's like, who cares? Nobody looks at it. So I did one on Cybertruck versus Chevy 1500. I guess I did finish that. Okay, anyway, the whole real point was, because from my perspective, it seems like Cybertruck is about as efficient as a gas truck. Now, I use the figure of 2.6 miles per kilowatt hour, which sounds pretty good compared to what I've heard other people say. The only thing I think of is they're probably doing range tests at 70 miles per hour. Right? And so maybe you are getting 2.6 if you're just driving like I'm driving here. Right? I'm nowhere near 70. In fact, what am I getting? Trips. 190 watt hours per mile. So I'm getting better than 5 miles per kilowatt hour. So my feeling, why are we all braking here? We could go left. We can escape this. Okay, human driver left turn signal. Let's see if we move the car over and have him go. Anyway, whatever. to tell you the truth, the bottom line is I'm stunned how much better Cybertruck did than the gas truck. Now, did I actually drive the Cybertruck to prove it? No. What? Yes, you're right. I probably do need to figure out how to get a drive in where I could do that. Oops. So yeah, I'll see if I can get some kind of little drive in. I mean, when I took Luke on a drive, it was just to get pictures of him in the Cybertruck, really. I mean, yes, we did a short drive, but that's not really going to show you what to expect. Now, if I was to go back at test guys and say, well, I really need to have it overnight so I can try it in my garage, blah, 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 they might give me a chance. If it's not busy, right? That's the only way it would really work, is to get it, just drive it for a little bit. Of course, if I brought it home, I could charge it at home. Okay, whatever. Well, oh, this guy's turning left. Oh, man. Well, brake lights are on, Mr. FSD. Yeah, so when the brake came up, it touched my foot, and so I guess I was pressing on the brake. Oh, you pushed the brake back up into my foot, and so you disengaged. That definitely was not intentional. It's part of the reason why you keep your feet over to the left in the footwell, so you don't actually touch anything. And also for those people, if they're riding in your car, if they look down your feet, they see that you're not touching any controls. And almost all the time, if I'm touching control, you'll hear me call it out. I mean, not always. Sometimes I'm too busy. Okay, what's the pilot saying? The three parts, right? Aviate, fly the plane. Navigate, make sure you know where you're going. The third part is communicate. Right? So, since communicate comes last, if I'm too busy trying to solve a problem, I may not be saying anything. Right? I mean, it's just the way it is. Whatever, peace and harmony. And the same thing with when he pops up the little message saying, I see you interrupted, what happened? If I'm too busy trying to figure out what I'm going to do, I may not be paying attention to the fact that he's popped up that message. And they're just like yesterday, not yesterday, but the other day, I was thinking, oh wait, there should be a thing, and when I went to go push it, it went away before my thumb touched the screen. Okay, whatever, that's the way it is. War Beast? This is a War Beast? Do you really think the SEAL team would take enough infantry like yours in the battle? I'm guessing that a couple of shots through your radiator would stop you pretty quick. Just a feeling. close. I think all the construction guys are done. I haven't seen any vehicles over here lately. I mean, they still have the mound of dirt over here to the left on West Street Park Road, but and they still have a sweeper too. Arrival time's estimated at 6:14. Yes, I'll be down at Tesla 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Gotta get that done. Yeah, the one thing that did occur to me is
In 1 mile, turn left.
they said that rear tail lamp assembly was the biggest one made. And going back and looking at a Cybercab video, it kind of looks like Cybercab. They have the same kind of light treatment. Maybe it's not exactly the same, but it looks pretty similar. Really. Today's getting over early. And the Suburban that's kind of behind me is like, oh, that don't get over too. I mean, he's going the other way. Okay, we're coming up on Buggy Ford. What's traffic like today? That doesn't look so bad. It's not bad at all. Oh, I didn't do... Yeah. So I was thinking about getting some snack stuff. What's a Yukon XL? Sorry. Looks like Suburban to me. I was going to get some snack stuff because when you work out, you should eat some kind of thing to bring up your replace the energy you lost to some extent. Not all of it, obviously, but you want to at least make your body comfortable. And that helps you chew up more fat, actually. Because if your body feels like you're going to starve it, then he'll reduce the amount of fat that he's burning. Whoa. This guy has his brights on. I mean, it's right at almost sunset. Why do you need your brights on? Oh, yeah, that might explain everything. Remember to register your pet. They register pets here? I didn't know they did that. I thought that was more of a big town type thing. Of course, I don't have any pets, so what do I know? What? Okay. Just a few minutes ago, the estimated arrival time was 6:14, and now we're back up to 6:11, or back to 6:11. How interesting. $6.10. Wow. I guess he was allowing for a big congestion thing there at Loman Ford, which didn't happen. Right, we've come up on there where the line's so long. FSD says, "Oh no, we can't go that way. We have to get out of here." Like he's doing now. Oh, I can't wait in line here. If only y'all had an idea of what right, the lane must turn right meant. That's why we went right, is because it's a right turn lane. Instead, you were going to go like into the concrete barrier? The curb? Seriously? Stupid. Okay. For those of you wondering, yes, FSD still has no clue how to handle a right turn only lane. He just sees it as an opportunity to get around somebody. And believe me, that's a relatively new feature. I think it's in this release, actually. I mean, has it been there before? Yes. But once I reported enough times, they fixed it somehow. And now they're acting like, well, we got no clue. Well, don't be stupid. They left your chairs outside. How interesting. Yes, and because you had to take that little detour, we gotta wait for these cars. How about wait for this traffic coming from the left to clear? I mean, it's just an idea. Yeah, this kind of stuff makes me mad. Which kind of clues me in that when we come around to Highland Lake Boulevard and Boggy Ford, he'll probably go left. Or he'll get into the left turn lane. And same kind of thing. You get in the left turn lane, you said you're going to turn left. You burned the bridge behind you.
In 1 mile, turn right onto Boggy Ford Road.
It really makes me wonder, what are those map people doing? Right? From this perspective, he says it's Boggy Ford Road. But when you come up on Boggy Ford going eastbound, he says you're going left onto Highland Lake Boulevard. It's like he doesn't know what he's doing. Interesting. Those football field lights are on. Oh, it's now after sunset because the screen went black. And I'm back up to 612. Oh, I took a detour. That's why I went up the. Right? No doubt you're going, oh look, I'm going to make all this happen fast, yeah. You just threw away 2 minutes of time. Why? Because you want to go around some people who are just starting out from a green light in a lane that didn't exist. Come on, guys, let's go. Hey, oh, let's go. That's right, I can actually use both of those. Today I made sure I reset trip, but it was charged, and so either one of those would work for the trip energy use. Covered 70 miles a day.
In 1,000 feet, bear right onto Boggy Ford Road.
Okay. By bear right, I take it you mean just to stay on Boggy Ford Road?
Now bear right onto Boggy Ford Road.
So he feels like he wants to go left. And all of a sudden he says, oh wait, we'll go right. Yeah. So there's something not quite right in what he's doing. We just happen to be lucky. Interesting. They poured the slab and they haven't done anything with it. At least it's not always they did anything with it. Oh, that's construction thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, so there was a time back when I was a real tough guy. Not a tough guy in the way you guys think of it, but as an endurance nut. There's I don't know if it's still there, but there's a bike ride, time trial, whatever, that you could do. And the idea was you cover, it was a ridiculous amount of miles. 160, 200, I forgot. But you had to have a chase vehicle set up with flashing amber lights on the back. So it runs around over there by not Marble Falls, but in that general area anyway. Anyway, it sounded really cool to go do that. But I never really got to the point where I felt comfortable doing that. And the truth is, Ironman Arizona happened, and after Ironman Arizona, that kind of broke my heart on the whole thing. And I haven't really recovered from that feeling. Yes, I now go to the gym 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a week. Oh, some of it's not really gym, it's really just playing pickleball. Oh, pickleball is a real workout. But anyway, whatever. We're almost there.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto American Drive.
Alright, welcome back, guys. Almost to the turn.
Now turn left onto American Drive.
And welcome to American Drive. Yahoo! Alright, so for those who didn't capture it, because you're watching the short.
Turn left onto Santa Rosa Avenue.
When we came up to Don Drive, I mean, everything was going fine, and all of a sudden FSD said, look, those people are going too slow. We need to go around them. So he moved into the right turn lane. Of course, we've already gone by several signs saying, right lane must turn right. Right? But FSD has no clue as usual. So we took a little detour around the elementary school. So we were down to an estimated arrival time of 6:10, and we're now back up to 6:12. Of course, it's right down the street here. The steering wants to go in front of us. What? Changed her mind.
In 500 feet, your destination will be
Well,
on
I tell
the
you,
left.
it sure seems like they really don't like this car because it's weird. Come on, just a little bit further. Just a little bit further. Oh, look, there's deer in my yard just waiting to be chased out.
Now your destination is on the left.
Yes, I know. Try to pretend like we're going there. He's coming to almost a stop. Well, left turn signal's on. Yeah, look at these bucks. Your horns are all messed up, dude. No one over there. Oh, it's buck day. Dun 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 dun. All right. Home again, jiggity jog. So this segment was 21 miles, 42 minutes, with 175 watt-hours per mile. Yes, sirree, Bob. Okay, trip distance was 73 miles. We used 13 kilowatt hours, and we used the average energy was 184 watt-hours per mile. Yes, sir. Wait, what? Oh, I guess it was set 79. Yes. So we started with an energy of 79. We ended with 60. So that's just short of 20% battery. So I could go do this trip a couple more times and still have some energy left at the end. So there you go. Onward, upward charge. The grade today is going to be a C. It has stupid stuff sometimes. How do I say it? Oh, I'm over 4,000 miles. So there's times when he decides, oh, well, I'm just going to cut in front of that car and just kind of wanders across. There are some spots where I was trying to move to the right, get to the right lane, stay out of people's way, and FSD just didn't like that concept. So he just fought me on that. So there were several times a day where he absolutely, no, I have to be in the inside lane. I have to be in the inside lane. Was there a reason for it? No. At least not that I could see. So whatever, Peace and Army, it's FSD. What can you do? Okay. And of course, when we're coming down Loman Ford, as we're getting close to Don Drive, the light had turned green, so we were going to go, but we're behind the line of cars. And FSD says, wait, I can go faster than them. I'm around him. So he goes in the right turn only lane. Just no clue. Okay? Just no clue. This is the part, yes, I'm raining on your parade if you're a Robotaxi fan. This is the part where I say, I don't see it. Now, I'll grant you, I'm still on 13.2.2.1, and 13.2.5.1 appears to be the most current release. But that's not Robotaxi ready either. Okay? So, yeah, supervised, it works just fine. But you can't just hop in the back seat and have the car drive for you. I don't. If you got it up on the highway, it'd probably be okay. Okay, but driving around my hometown of Lago Vista, you can't cut it. Okay, that's where it's at. But where are we at? We're at the end of January. Today's the end of January. So 5 more months, Elon. And I think they're working very hard on it. Okay, but even then, it's going to be Tesla-owned vehicles that you're going to do Robotaxi in. But yes, you can look forward to me getting going down and getting a Robotaxi ride from time to time. Absolutely. Have to try it out. I'm not sure how far out I can get a pickup, but that's something else that I'll play with. Right? Why not? Okay, anyway, there you go. I really wish I could be more positive about that part of it at this time, but I can't feel it. I really can't. But, I do feel that at some point they will have it working. And yeah, so I had some version before 11.3.6. When we went to 11.3.6, that was a big breakthrough actually. But that was nowhere near ready. And when they went to 12, it was a big jump, but all of a sudden all the workarounds that it felt like all the workarounds Tesla had for my car to work correctly have kind of disappeared. And so now we're coming back to, yeah, but you still have this problem. What are you going to do about it? Okay, whatever. It'll probably be a short 5 months for me, just because that's the way it is. I mean, time passes quickly. While you're in it, it feels like it's passing slowly, but all of a sudden you wake up and you're like, oh wait, it's January 31st already. Yeah. All right, onward upward charge. Great to see. I don't really have any ICE comparisons due for you today, so I'm going to leave that part alone. And tomorrow we'll be going down to Domain. Hopefully that Model Y launch is still there. Onward upward charge.